Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Well, another week has come by. The postman's been busy. Packages have arrived and been dropped off. It's getting ready for the spring season. And we're going to preview for you some of the reels that have just come into the shop. I'll get a look at it for the first time. And we'll see what I'll be working on this week and which ones may be making them to video. So the first one comes in from OC. He's in Alabama. And he sent me in a reel. And let's see what he sent. We have two reels in here. I always get nervous when I find the reels packed together like that. In transit, these things tend to bang around a lot. These are beautiful examples of Mitchell's. This is a Mitchell 300. Oh, that's wrapping the line, of course. Okay, we have the anti-reverses. I always like to check this. This is an early Mitchell. Doesn't have the model number on it. And, well, there are serial numbers on these. We can actually go back and try and find that one out. This one's serial number 391620. I don't remember if they actually just kind of did what they could do as far as the numbers went. They made 13 million of these things. So if that's really 391,620, that's a very early reel. It's not that early, though, because the earliest ones had the half bale. But this one's really sluggish. That's dried grease, no doubt. And maybe we'll get a little bit more information for you and share that. You can see two things on these by comparison. Mitchell did make a deep spool for a large capacity, and it also made a narrow spool for lesser capacity. That's when line was relatively expensive. Well, why would you put all of this line if you're only going to use that last 100 yards of it? So those wider spools, or the collars, they made snap plastic collars that would kind of take up room on the spools as a way to save the amount of line that you would have to use. All right, next one comes in from Maryland. This one comes in from John. Let's see what John is sending. Well, if you like these types of videos, if you like to see these reels serviced, if you like to understand a little bit about what people are using to fish with what kind of reels, then I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, please use the notification button. That'll let you know what I'm working on, when I'm working on it, and when I'm posting videos. Well, John has sent me two Penn reels. This one is a Penn Long Beach 60. It's a relatively later edition of the reel. This one's probably from the 80s. It's obviously been used in salt water, a lot of greening and corrosion on it. But these were the champions of the charter fleets at the time. Very hard to break these reels and very easy to keep them serviced because of the amount made. We were just saying before about 13 million Mitchell 300s being made. Well, those are all reasons why these reels became what they did. All right, there's something going on in this. This is a Penn Senator 2.0. There's something going on here because we have a very wide gap here. That gap should not be. That's nothing but a invitation to trap line behind the spool. Normally what would happen with this is that gap would close by being pushed this way. And what I'm thinking is, well, I can see what it is. We have a broken bearing and a broken side plate on this one. So you might be able to see it here. That bearing would be pushing this back this way. You can see that there's a break in the side plate there. And I think he was going to send me the side plate. So I think I have an answer in terms of what the mystery piece is here. I was thinking maybe it was a low-profile bait casting reel. I believe it's going to be the gear side plate. And it is. Well, it's a beauty, too. This is well, it's a whole new set of the 2.0 side plates, so we'll swap them out on both sides, and this reel will be ready to go. Very nice. All right, John, thank you for sending that, and we will do that. And I think we'll do that as a video. We'll show folks how to change over the gearing on these. That 2.0 is about the same size as you saw on that Long Beach reel. It had an extra metal piece to it, a trim ring, which would help it from help the side, ironically, would help the side case to kind of get a little bit of protection from fracture, but it fractured, and interestingly enough, it fractured on the side that normally does not fracture. It's usually the non-handle side that's the one that breaks. This one's coming in from Jim. Jim is in Virginia. And let's see what Jim has got. Jim's got a very large Penn Fierce. I'm guessing this is the largest one that they made. This is a Penn Fierce. This is the original edition. This is Penn Fierce 1, if you will. You can tell the Penn Fierce 1s, they don't have the bullet holes in the spool. This is the Fierce 8000. Not sure if it's in for tune-up. Wow, that's cranking. That is a real tired crank there. And everything seems to be spinning with it. I don't know if that's because this is not, that there's something going on here. That'll be a project. We'll do that as a video. And then we have at least one, maybe two, or more Ocean City reels. Beautiful reels. These reels line up with the Penn Baymaster series. These are Ocean Cities. They're made by a competitor. Ocean City actually was the first of the Philadelphia manufacturers. Penn came later. The fellow who formed Penn actually worked for Ocean City ahead of making his own company. These are very well desired reels. They can still work well today. We'll make sure we get those all tuned up, and that Jim gets those fishing again. The nice thing about those Penn Fierce is that parts are available, and whatever's broken there can generally be repaired at a relatively inexpensive cost. Well, John dropped off some reels. John's local. John dropped off some reels for me. And we've got another basket of things to do here. So let's take a look. Most of these are Daiwa and Shimano. This is a Saragossa. I just did the bigger one of these. If I recall, yeah, I did the bigger one of these. In the Saragossa set, there is no automatic bail trip. So if you were out in the market looking for the reel, kind of testing it all out, and you do this and you can't find the tripping, don't think that that's something that's wrong with the reel. That's the way the reel was designed. Maybe I'll do a video on that one. We'll see. I'll go back and check. I just did the Saragossa 8000. Here's the Daiwa Saltist. This is the 4500. Very nice reels all around. I like these a lot. We also have a Evict, I think, right? Yeah, the Evict 2000 by Daiwa. I just did one of these as well, so I don't think we'll do a video on this one, but those are good reels. John's got another Evict here, another Evict 2000. I understand he's using those inshore ocean, and he's using those with braid, of course, in shallow water. And looks like he's a Daiwa fan because we have a Saltist 3000. And what else do we have? So he's staying between the Daiwas and the Shimanos. Here's the Daiwas. This is the Saltist. I just got the 2-speed Saltist in from that fellow in Alaska. This would be the single-speed version of that reel. And, well, it's also got the star drag. The 2-speed version is the lever drag. Yeah, well, check my catalog. If I don't have the level line 20, I'll be happy to do that one, time permitting. And we have a Penn Clash. Just checking to see what may or may not be working with this. He said most of them were just in for tune-ups. That one works. Penn Clash. We have another Stratic. We have the Stratic 4000. These use that oscillation gear that's a worm drive. You can see how it's bubbled on the side here. That's a worm drive that's similar to a level wind reel. So if you look inside that reel, you're going to see this structure, a worm drive with a pawl and an arm. The only difference is this can be attached to a axle shaft, and as it goes up and down, your spool is going to move up and down through that process. I have another Saltist. same reel. And then we get this one. It says it's stiff, turning, and it's hard to turn under pressure. And this is a no-name reel. So this may be fun just to figure out what what do we have here, right? We oftentimes will see reels like this. I don't know, it may be unfair to say, but a lot of times we'll see a reel like this advertised on Amazon or Tumi or whatever those sites are for $25 or $30 or $50. And this might be an example of you get what you pay for. The design should be similar. Very interesting on this side. We have a cap here for the spool that seems to be adjustable. And for a lever drag reel, that's very unique. Lever drag reels normally will have that closed face side. Here's an example of that with an Yvette. Closed side, spool gets anchored into the case, and the lever pulls in and out to apply pressure on the drag. Well, this one, well, I'm not quite sure why that's there for the adjustment, but it is. And then we have our preset adjuster on this side. Well, this would probably be worth taking apart given the time, and sharing with everybody just what this no-name reel may actually be. So that one, again, that one comes from John. John dropped these off, and there'll be projects for the week. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the previews that we've made. And again, if you want to see these, the best way to see these is to make sure you subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please use that notification button. That will let you know when I'm working on them, and the videos that I plan to post will be shown, and you'll be the first to know that they've been posted. To our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for your career and dedication and public service. I appreciate your efforts day in and day out, fire, police, rescue, and everybody dedicated to keeping us safe. Thank you. To everybody, well, this is the time of year, like John, get your reels out, get them serviced, make sure that they're ready to come. The season's just ahead of us now, and it'll be time to get back in the water. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, wishing everybody a great day. Thanks for watching.